Imagine standing in front of the mirror after yet another diet has fizzled out, feeling that familiar mix of frustration and defeat. You've tried counting calories, hitting the gym, and even those trendy apps that promise quick results, but the scale barely budges, and old habits creep back in. It's a scenario millions face every day, a quiet battle with weight that leaves you wondering if there's something deeper at play, something beyond willpower alone. In our fast-paced world where convenience foods line every shelf and screens dominate our downtime, weight struggles have become a cultural hallmark. Obesity rates have climbed steadily over the decades, fueled by sedentary jobs, processed diets, and the constant stress of modern life. Amid this, hypnosis emerges as an intriguing option, often touted in wellness circles and online forums as a mind-based tool for shedding pounds. But why the surge in interest now? Social media amplifies stories of transformation, blending ancient practices with today's quest for holistic health. In cultures where mental well-being is increasingly prioritized, hypnosis appeals because it promises change from within, without the grind of restrictive plans. Yet, it's essential to approach this with grounded expectations, as individual results can vary, and it's wise to consult a healthcare professional before trying any new method. At its core, the challenge of weight loss isn't just about what we eat or how we move, it's deeply rooted in the intricate dance between our body and mind. Hypnosis targets this by guiding the brain into a state of focused relaxation, where suggestions can influence subconscious patterns. Think of the subconscious as the backstage director of your habits, quietly running the show on autopilot. When you're under hypnosis, whether guided by a therapist or through self-practice, your mind becomes more receptive, bypassing the critical filter of conscious thought. Biologically, this involves the brain's neural pathways. The hypothalamus, a key regulator of hunger and metabolism, can be subtly rewired through repeated hypnotic suggestions. For instance, studies show that hypnosis may alter how the brain processes food cues, reducing impulsive cravings by strengthening connections in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for self-control. Neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine play a role here too. Hypnosis might boost their balance, helping curb emotional eating triggered by stress or boredom. In the body, this mental shift can lead to physiological changes, such as improved digestion or even slight boosts in metabolic rate, though these effects are often modest and build over time. Hormones like cortisol, which spikes during chronic stress and promotes fat storage around the midsection, could be dialed down as hypnosis fosters a calmer state. It's not magic, but rather a way to demystify the internal tug-of-war, the body's ancient survival mechanisms, designed to store energy in times of scarcity, clash with our abundant modern environment, leading to weight gain that feels inevitable. By addressing these subconscious drivers, hypnosis aims to realign your inner workings, making healthier choices feel more natural rather than forced. Diving deeper, the science behind hypnosis for weight loss reveals a promising yet nuanced picture, intertwined with cultural narratives that span centuries. Historical records trace hypnosis back to ancient Egypt and Greece, where trance-like states were used for healing, evolving into modern hypnotherapy in the 18th century through figures like Franz Mesmer. In today's diverse cultures, it's viewed variably. In Western societies, it's often seen as a complementary therapy, while in some Eastern traditions, similar meditative practices have long addressed mind-body harmony. Scientifically, meta-analyses of studies indicate that adding hypnosis to behavioral programs like cognitive therapy can enhance weight loss outcomes. For example, participants in hypnotic groups have shown greater reductions in body mass index over short periods, averaging a few extra pounds lost compared to non-hypnotic approaches. This stems from hypnosis's ability to reshape attitudes toward food, turning aversion to junk into preference for nourishing options. However, the consensus is cautious. While short-term results are encouraging, long-term data is limited, with some reviews noting that effects may wane without ongoing practice. Culturally, this fits into our era's shift toward mindfulness, where apps and podcasts democratize hypnosis, making it accessible beyond clinical settings. Yet, in communities facing food insecurity or cultural pressures around body image, hypnosis offers a non-judgmental entry point, empowering individuals to reclaim control amid societal stigmas. Daily life impacts are profound. People report sleeping better as hypnosis eases anxiety that disrupts rest and metabolism. Others find it curbs late-night snacking, breaking cycles that sabotage progress. Historically, during times of societal change, like post-war eras when diets shifted dramatically, hypnosis gained traction as a tool for adaptation. Today, amid global health crises, it bridges biology and lifestyle, reminding us that weight isn't just physical, but woven into our emotional and cultural fabric. The turning point comes when we pair this understanding with practical steps, shifting from awareness to action with steady commitment. Start by seeking a qualified hypnotherapist or reliable audio programs that focus on positive affirmations, like visualizing yourself enjoying balanced meals or feeling energized during walks. Combine this with lifestyle tweaks. Incorporate whole foods rich in fiber to stabilize blood sugar, reducing those subconscious urges for sweets. Mindset plays a pivotal role. Use hypnosis to foster self-compassion, replacing self-criticism with encouragement, which sustains motivation. Consistency is key. Aim for daily sessions, even short ones, to reinforce neural changes, much like building a muscle. Track progress gently, focusing on how clothes fit or energy levels rise, rather than daily weigh-ins. Over time, these habits compound, turning hypnosis into a supportive ally in a broader plan that includes movement and mindful eating. In the end, hypnosis offers a pathway to weight loss that's rooted in empowering your mind to work with your body, not against it. It's a reminder that true change comes from within, blending science with the resilience we all possess. What experiences have you had with mind-based approaches to health? Share in the comments to help others on their journey.